Okay, this is the number 3, I believe, which I'm doing over because there was a problem with the recording on the first one. So this one is going to be all about browsing. And Safari is the name of the browser that belongs to Apple. And I have Chrome installed as an app on here somewhere. But usually I just use Safari. There's Chrome. And I have it down here in my quick ones. You can change which ones these are, I believe, by dragging them up and down. I can't quite remember if you do that. Or there's another way to do it. But anyway, I have it down here because I use it a lot. And so Safari is the one that you will probably use the most. If you happen to click on something that is a link, a lot of times it will open in Chrome. Excuse me. But just be aware that that's happened. I don't know if there's a way to change that. So here we are on my web page, for instance, which got a lot of text and everything on it. But you can see these areas up here a little bit better looking at this one. So the first thing that you'll see is the tabs across the top. I have a tab for Google, one for WebMD, and one for the page that I'm on, which is highlighted. And here are some favorites, bookmarks that have been put in there, but I seldom use those. But you might, and you can set those up. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. So the actual browser window is up there. And what you'll usually see at the end of it is a reload button or icon in case you want to reload the page for some reason. Now, if you're on this page and you want to go to another page, but you don't want one of these pages that's on another tab, then you just touch the window and it will highlight all of the text. And you can just hit you can just start typing another name. You don't even have to hit the X, but you can. Well, that's gonna be a little different than it was. Or you can hit the X and it'll go away, and then you can type in your name. Now, what you're seeing here is what we saw on the other one, and that is Google is trying to guess what you want to type in there based on things you've typed before and things that everybody in the world has typed. And then here's that little find on this page thing. In this case, there's only one suggestion for the Google search. That's not very much. And you can off-click if you want to. So in order to go to another tab, for instance, you would hit this one. That takes you to the WebMD. And this one, this is pretty much like what you probably already have. Up here, there are some icons too. The first, well, let's see, over here, of course, you know, to go back a page or go forward a page. In this case, I started out here, so there's no way to go, no place to go front or back. This is the bookmark icon, and I'll show you how to use it in a minute. This one is a do something with this page or with this URL. Send it somewhere, save it, make a bookmark out of it in an alternate way, etc. This one is to add a new bookmark. So you would tap that. It'd give you another little space here, and you could, I believe you do that, and no, that's not right. How do you how do you go where you want to go? So open a tab, and now you're going to go to a different place. Let's just say, and this is going to take you to another one. Now you have 4 tabs open. As you add more tabs, they just get smaller and smaller, but if you have too many tabs open, this is just click the X. Now you notice in that one that the browser window in Safari is like it is in Chrome, and that is it'll act as a place for you to put in a URL and go there. or it will be like a Google search bar. So in that case, I put in the word Trulia, and what it did was take me, because it wasn't a website, it took me to my Google results for the word Trulia, which of course has a bunch of ads in the beginning and things that it wants you to look at. And then you have to scroll down, in this case, way down, to see the actual results. This is not a very good example of that. So let's I don't know that it's necessary. I won't put in another word. So sometimes your bookmarks will come up like this automatically. If you don't want those there, just off click and then that will go away. So the next thing would be the I don't know what they call this. It's like shows you all the pages that are open in your browser. So there you can see all of them at a glance, and you can click on which one you want after actually seeing them rather than just seeing their names up there. So let's go back to Google. And this one is the do something with this page or URL. And it gives you a whole bunch of things that you can do with it. So for instance, and I rearranged these icons so that I thought the way you were going to use them, if you want to rearrange them, you just hit the more, and then you can grab the little handles and move them up and down for the order you want. But in this case, I figured you'd mostly want to send something to Gmail, which it would send the URL to Gmail, or put it in a text message, or use the reminders or notes. Send it to Facebook, put it on your wish list for Amazon, etc., etc. This mail icon here is the Apple Mail, and you probably won't use that. Just be sure to always use the Gmail one, the one that's red. And down here you have, for instance, add a bookmark. In other words, you want to bookmark this particular page. We wouldn't bookmark just google.com probably because we already have it. But if you were on another page, you wanted to add. So let's just go to a different page there. All right, now we're going to click the make a bookmark. So you can add a bookmark here, or I believe you can do it there in the same way, but let's do this one. So you add that bookmark, and it gives you the option of changing the words that are up here. This is just the URL. If you want to change them, then you would click the little X and you would type in whatever you wanted. And then you would save. You're always having to look for save or cancel or done or something in one of the four corners. It's taken me a very long time to get used to that in the Apple system. So I'm going to cancel this one. And then we're going to go over to the bookmark icon. And from there, you have, you'll stay, this is considered all of the bookmarks. It doesn't say that anywhere, but it is all, because if you go to something like this, the way to get back is to click the all. And in this case, favorites seems to be the same thing as bookmarks. I can't quite figure out what the difference between those are. But the next one is history, and that should show you all of your browsing history. You can keep going back and back unless you clear your cache. And right here, it gives you one way to clear your cache. You just tap on that. So we're going to go back to all, and then it has the iPad user guide there, and that would be something where you can get a lot of information. Sometimes the details aren't quite there, but this has got a load of stuff in it, and if you open it, which I'm sure you can somehow, must have to tap on that. There you go. It gives you all of the things that it will tell you about. So get started, the basics, how to use Siri. Let's click on that one. Use Siri, Siri and apps, make corrections, etc. So this is another really good thing to know about and to just kind of read around or look at it if you have problems with like the camera or the maps or something like that. This will list all of the won't list all of them. This was all the native apps, I guess it is, plus more information. Okay, so we can go back and go back from there. And now we're back to where we started out from. Okay, so you want to enter text here. I showed you how to do that. The bookmarks window. Some pages, oh, let's go to this page. Maybe it has that. Come on. Oh, we're already there. So let's go to this one because I know this has this. This is something I just discovered. And it on this page, no, it doesn't have it on that page, but it has it on some of the other pages. Right here in this little corner, it had some little straight horizontal lines, and that was to allow you to get a large format of whatever you're looking at. Oh, I think you could do that on my page, but let's see if it goes there. Nope, doesn't have it there either. Okay. So just, I guess that doesn't really matter, but you can change the background too. So for instance, if you wanted it black with white text, or gray a little bit, beige, so that it wasn't quite as bright or something, you can do that on some pages, I guess. So bookmarks, I showed you that. Okay, from bookmarks, top right. Oh, let's see, we already talked about that. This one. Okay. So the next thing is what I was saying before, is a lot of times you'll find yourself kind of stuck because you won't see how to get back or finish, or you'll think you're finished and you didn't really make something happen. So with Apple, sometimes you can change things like in the settings, and you don't have to save or anything like that. You're just done. But in a lot of other cases, you're going to have to find something, usually in one of the four corners, that says done or save, or it might say cancel, or something like that that you'll need to remember to click on so that you can, or done, I guess, is another one. And to get rid of some other things, you'll off click, or like I did with the ads, not the ads, but the bookmarks that were sitting up there. And let's see. Also, a lot of times you'll lose these little back and forth, go back and forward arrows. And you can see them up here, but on some pages, I don't know if I can get to one right here. No, it's still there. And it's still there. But just take my word for it. On some places, this will disappear, and it will be down here, but it won't be showing. So all you have to do is tap lightly right in the left-hand corner. Of course, that had a Google ad there, so I invoked that. But most of the time, you can just lightly click there, even if it's on some text, and it will bring up those two little arrows down there so that then you can go click one of them and go back or forward. Let's see. The last thing is, I think I forgot to tell you before about how to power the whole tablet off, not put it into sleep, but power it off. And the way you have to do that is just, there's the button on top, wherever it is, there it is, and you just press it and hold it, like I'm doing right now, and there it says slide to power off. So, or you can cancel down here. So I'm going to slide. Now that completely turns the thing off. It's not in the sleep mode. To get it back on, it takes a little while, so don't let go of the button. So you're pressing the button, and it could be up to like 20. Oh, that was very fast. Sometimes it takes up to like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Now, I think I was supposed to let go when I saw that. So let me try that again. I'm going to press it down and hold it. When the apple comes up, I'm going to let go. That was very fast. Maybe it has to do with how your Wi-Fi is behaving. Now it will sit there for a minute while it does whatever it needs to do to start the whole tablet. And it will come up, I think, on the main home screen. Or no, it will probably come up to where it wants you to sign in with your passcode again. See, it takes a long time. Hello, let's go. Hello. Again, I'm not sure why it takes so long. Like, I think at least 30 seconds has gone by, but maybe it hasn't yet. There it goes. Boom. Boy, that took a long time this time. So there it brings you up to your main lock screen, and